Hi everyone, Evie here. In this full breakdown video, we are going to take apart Crimson Feather and see if it's worth getting. Welcome back. So we have all these colorways here, and I just want to let you know, I did not pull until the final evolution. This is a showcase for guys, because I'm part of the perfect guide group, so don't feel pressure to pull just because you're seeing this. And we are going to test out all skin tones. We're testing out the Dance at 160 pulls. We're testing out Momo's Cloak. We are testing out all the individual items, how they're gonna go with different types of clothing. We're gonna test out all 4 skin tones in the open world. We're gonna test out makeup and everything. But if there is anything I missed, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. We are going to test the rest during a live stream, but live stream can only be my own account. So if you have any other questions regarding colorways or the outfits I don't have, I will make follow-up videos or shorts on those. So let's get started. All right, so we have the initial look. Let's just kind of take a look. This is original color, so we have like a pinkish red hair with a mainly black and red dress. And then this is a glow up version. It's blue for the outfit, but there is depth to the blue, so I'm really happy about that. And then blonde hair. First evolution, we have mainly purple, pink flame, and white or gray inside of like the dress. And then we have this ombre, beautiful brownish, like kind of red toned brown kind of hairstyle. And for the second evolution, we have a beautiful burning red with black details and an ombre white and black hairstyle. And then for the final evolution, we have this kind of hollow, kind of iridescent white with gold. And we also have this light purpley pink colored hairstyle. All right, so that's kind of, and then you can see her crown also opens up for the final evolution. So that is notable. And then now let's check out all the sets in all 4, well, not all 4 skin tones, but the rest of the skin tones, because you guys see the original very often. And then after we do this, we're going to take all the pieces apart to check out all the pieces. And we're also going to check out the skin tones walking towards the sun and away from the sun in the open world, just to be extra sure when you're about to pull. We want to be serious about pulling, okay? This is serious work. All right, this is the glow up version of Crimson Feather glow up version in all 4 skin tones in the dressing room. All right, moving on. This is the first evolution. Let's check it out. In Passionate Banquet, then we have Twilight Reflections and Moonlit Snow. All right, moving on to the next one, we have second evolution. Second evolution is the red that is so beautiful. Passion Banquet, Twilight Reflections, and Moonlit Snow. All right, moving on to the third evolution. You know what? Maybe it doesn't look good on darker skin tones, so we can all save some money. It looks good though. Oh no. Alright, third evolution. Third and final, this is in all 4 skin tones. Okay, stunning. Alright, so that is the dress in itself. Let's now take apart the outfit and check out individual pieces, because that's always very important. Let's start from, this is the base color. Okay, zooming in. Oh, let's check out all 4 skin tones first before we zoom in. And I do this because I just feel like sometimes maybe the dress is what make it not work with all 4 skin tones. Sometimes maybe it's a hairstyle that's ruining everything. So we always need to check out some of these bigger pieces individually. And this is a glow up version. Oh, wrong button. In all 4 skin tones. I wonder how long this video is going to be because we have a ton to check out. This is the first evolution. First evolution in all 4 skin tones. I'm also going to show you the color regions for the outfit pieces. So yeah, there's a lot to do. I hope you're gonna be able to watch till the end because that's really helpful to me. And if you find it helpful, don't forget to like the video. And if you like cozy games or anything, make sure to subscribe for more infinitynikki and shinynikki so far. And there might be more. I don't know yet. All right, this is the final evolution in all 4 skin tones. That is honestly such a beautiful color. All right. Okay, now let's take a closer look at the hairstyle. Okay, I like the bangs situation, and it's more like a mature elegance, which is really pretty. And then we have these 2 loose strands. I feel like these 2 loose strands adds to like the magical, like fairy kind of fairy tale magical vibe to the outfit. I like this part. I think it's very pretty. What's up with like this strand? It needs to be smoothed out paper. And then I like that this little strand of hair is different from this strand, and this one is like slightly longer. That makes her look just more elegant, and it's really pretty. And the bun is pretty too, with some like looser strands that makes it look pretty spontaneous, and all these looser strands on the top. And we have the hair. Okay, what I don't like about the hair, it is leaning up. It's not like sitting on her back flush. So when we're styling with like bodycon dresses or tightly fitting dresses, it's going to like stand up. But then the texture is not that cardboard like compared to a lot of hairstyles in shinynikki. So I'm not like complaining too much. But I do wish they move with different clothing though. Okay, let's check out the colors. So I like this. I don't like it when there's too many hard corners, but I can understand when there's some. Like for example here, there's like a few sharper corners, but I feel like that's completely normal. And then this is a first color, glow up, first evolution, second evolution, and third evolution. You can see all the colors. All right, let's put it in different outfits to see how that looks. Let me undo the filter. I had to filter it because there's so many pieces of clothing in this account. Okay, so let's check out this one first. I would say though, the thing that's gonna make it not versatile is probably the length of the hair. And just like to know, this type of length is gonna block any bow you might have in the back. So that's something you need to take into consideration if you don't want her, if you want to see her bow in the back or the back of the dress. But that's not like that big of a deal because I feel like, I don't know, is there anyone who will always want to see her back? Because I feel like that's more of a styling issue. Like you don't have to see her back all the time. And this dress is very long. It's like to here. So it's like almost as long as this dress. Timeless Melody. This is the same color, pretty similar color, but then it's darker than Timeless Melody. So far, it is working out. And it is clipping with fluffier dresses. Let me see. Let's try something that is okay. Yeah, it's fighting a little bit, but then you can see their attempt at pushing the hair up with the dresses. So I like that they're trying. How successful though is the question here. This is a glow up version. Let me see if I can like get all of them in the same place. I don't think I can. So let's just kind of look at the shape of the hairstyle because the other colors are pretty straightforward, I think. Um that one we already checked out. Oh, that one we already checked out. Okay, I don't have these. That's why I'm like confused at some of them. Okay, beautiful, beautiful twirl. So far it's working out. We're gonna have to try it on like very simple clothing though, because I want to see how versatile it could be. But then I feel like this type of hairstyle, it's pretty simple enough to be like, well, I wouldn't say daily hairstyle for certain people, but I don't think it'll look that out of place in a lot of different outfits because it's not giving like any crazy vibe. Like you kind of can make this work. Like you know that like the vibe is not exactly the same. It might not be the perfect hair for this, but it's not going to ruin the entire outfit. Yeah, not the best option for that particular outfit, but it's not going to ruin the vibe. So I like it. How about this? Not the worst. I can see people styling this, honestly. Okay, yeah, it works inside hats like this too, which is great. I also will test this out with like different hair accessories and hairstyle, but we're just kind of gonna go through some of these outfits here. And let's check out if it's gonna work with Cloud. Yes, I think so. I think it will work with Cloud. I think that actually works pretty well. Yeah, safe to say the hairstyle itself, I would call it pretty versatile. It's not one of the most versatile hairstyles, but definitely on the more versatile side of hairstyles. Let's try like a really simple outfit. Yeah, I think it, yeah, kind of works. Maybe not as well. Same argument. I've been repeating myself. Okay, let's get rid of everything. Put this on. Okay, let's try another color for this hairstyle. That's not it. This is it. Yeah, but I want to show you the other colors. Okay, let's not do the white one. Let's do the final. Right here. Okay. Let's check this out with different hair accessories and see where they land. All right, so on the bun. Okay, this floats. Well, it's okay. It's like natural float. Okay. All right. Interestingly, wait, now it's working. Okay, it did not say that this was working before. So I'm seeing all the things that needs attachment will go on the back, on the bun, which is kind of cute. I do like that. Just going through a few more. I guess the bow is gonna go on the, oh, on top of the bun. That's actually really cute. This is gonna go on the side, horns. This one is very cute as well. And this one on the bun. Are all the bows gonna go on the bun? Some are. Ooh, that is pretty. Okay. So far, I'm liking this a lot. Okay, so this is from Pink Ribbon Waltz. It's still gonna sit on like this part of her head instead of on the bun. These are really cute. Where are these from? I don't know where those are from. Hopefully, I'm not showcasing anything I'm not supposed to. Yeah, these are pretty cute. The crown still sits kind of weirdly though. All right, moving on to the hats. Hat items. They look pretty good. Like, take a look. I'm just gonna go through some of these. I should have clicked on that. It's not needed. We need to like kind of see the differences between these two. Okay, one is like going downwards, one is like perking up a little bit more. This is cute. She looks like a princess. Well, she is a princess. Doesn't matter what she wears, she is a princess. More crowns. Where are all the hats? Oh, there are the hats. Okay, her head does look pretty big. Clipping is bad. More time, more things to add to our survey. Pretty good, honestly. Yeah, we gotta tell them it's clipping. Do not like the clipping. And so far, it's not being tucked in either, so that's good. Oh, the clipping is really bad. This headscarf, little hat thingy. Actually, it works with these pretty well. It's just a clipping for the veil. But then, like, we will want to style this hair with veil, right? Because it's such like similar vibe. So they really need to fix it. It's very important. I'm not happy about that. All right. I think we're pretty much done with the hairstyle. Let's now move on to the dress. But let me put her into like a simpler hairstyle so we can check out the dress. I feel like with this hairstyle, you're not gonna like any of the things I show you. I don't know. Maybe you're still gonna like the things I show you. Okay, first let's do a full circle. And then let's check out the skin tones. I love, love, love the top of the dress where the feather thingy kind of blends into her skin, because I feel like that gives her more of a magical feel and adds more to the story. Because it's kind of like she got burned from like fire and she got rebirthed from the fire. So I feel like that is really fitting, because I feel like for this type of thing, it's kind of like she went through all the destruction and all the trouble and everything, and the dress just kind of like grew on her, like that type of feeling. It's not like, oh, she put on a fancy gown and is going to a ball. I don't see it like that. I see it more like a serious piece that is like tied to her destiny. Maybe I'm overreading and reading too much into the lore, but I like doing that. Even though it's just a dress-up game, I like reading too much into the lore. I think it's really fun. And then one last, well, two more. Okay, let's take a look. I honestly feel like the dress looks amazing in all 4 skin tones. Definitely voice your opinion if you think otherwise. It's always helpful to me too, and to other people, because sometimes there might be issue that I'm not thinking about. If you mention it, other people will see it and I will see it too. So then we'll unite and write in the survey and hopefully change it. Make changes to make the game better, right? Okay, let's kind of take a look at the details of the dress and kind of compare the versions. So here we have the base. You can see the feather over here. Wait, can you like not hold your hand up? Is it because it's gonna clip? All right, so the glow up is completely the same for the top. Like when I say same, obviously I don't mean the color, but it's like they're not adding anything to the dress. Why do I feel like? Okay, the feather on top here are a little bit more transparent for the second evolution compared to the glow up. Compared to the first one, it's kind of similar. Okay, so okay, I see it. All right, so over here, you can see that for the glow up, the semi-transparent fuzzy feathers are colored in a little bit more, so they're like harder feathers. But then for the original, you can still see the fuzziness, and for the first evolution, you can still see the fuzziness. And they're not adding. Okay, these are the same. And we're talking about area by area because this is a complicated dress. I can't like take a full look at everything and then kind of remember everything because it's very complicated dress. Okay, the gemstones now are kind of like diamondy. All right, we're only looking at the front. Only looking at the front. We're gonna get to the back. All right. Okay, so this is the second evolution. Yeah, you can see for the second evolution, maybe it's a darker color. Also, I wear something to kind of match. I know I don't even have this version. So yeah, you can kind of see that the feathers over here are colored in a little bit more. Although it's very hard to tell if the color here, like all these glittering bits for the base and the first evolution are the same color or two different ones. They're like similar color, but like maybe different tone and different darkness. And then for this one, you can clearly see it's kind of like going from red to black to red to black. So that's something worth noting, differences between them. And then the burning details here are just burning for, yes, for all versions. They're just burning. And then for the final, this is a final version. Okay, so what are the differences? More contrast in color? Also, if I don't notice anything, definitely let everyone know in the comments, because I'm just one person. I might not see something. And I like that. Okay, so I feel like for the design of the dress, the orange is kind of weird for me. So that can be added to my hate video. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not making a hate video. I don't want to get in trouble. But I just want to say, because I really wanted the final evolution, and I know a lot of people want it too. But the yellow, the orange, I like the orange because of the lore, because it's like burning. But then I don't like it in terms of the design. And I also don't like this magenta gemstone, because I feel like it takes away from the like holiness of the final evolution. Oh, I'm so happy I'm finding something I don't like. Okay, take a look. I am still very much in love with the second evolution though. So if I were to poll, I'm definitely gonna do it live, because I like polling with you guys. Yeah, not that much of a difference in terms of the front, but let's move on to the back. Yeah, like see, this one like blends in a lot better. This is a base. Glow up. Can kind of see the differences. And then we have the first evolution. Honestly, love all three versions, and the fourth is very beautiful. I wanted to say gorgeous and beautiful at the same time, and then it came out like a different word that I've never heard before. This is very stunning, but I kind of also want to compare this to the firework dress. I know they're like two different things, but then if they're remotely similar, I feel like I might don't want to waste that much money in the game, because yeah. So yeah, it's the orange situation here again, and let's kind of compare this a little bit more. I don't know. Yeah, zoomed in, I feel like the final version is just okay. This is stunning though. Okay, move on to like a little bit down, I guess. Let's check out this part, the feathers and like the dress itself. Mid part of the dress. Base color, love all these kind of like ashes like things. Okay, so the first version is kind of like after burning. It's like dark ashes or like charcoalized. She's a charcoalized bird for the base color. I'm so sorry, Nikki. Your story is so beautiful. I shouldn't say that. And then this is like paradise bird, like beach or hope. Maybe hope, because blue is such a hopeful color, like blue sky. I don't know, and I don't see much of a differences between like the shape and everything and material of these. Okay, I see some material differences here. This one looks a bit more like the galaxy. Well, like more magical galaxy, like Sea of Stars in a way. And you can see all these going up. And then this is, okay, I see a lot more glitter. Even like on the feather itself. So this one kind of looks like she is burning. This one is like she's charcoalized. This one glow up, I don't know. This one, I don't know. This one is like she's currently burning, and this one is like she already got burned and has already transcended the normal world. So that's my interpretation. Not a very great one, but you can just look at the graphics and not listen to me. All right. Is this a front part? Oh, this is a side. Okay, this is a front. Let's kind of take a look at here. This section. All right. Base. Glow up. The base, you can definitely see the special effect more. Like the special effect moving on the fabric. That's pretty impressive. That's really beautiful. And then you can see the pattern going down here, the burning flames, burned edges. And then for this one, I feel like it's more like icy or like water effect. Oh, wait, hold on. There's blue flames too. But then also the blonde hair and this type of blue is not giving that type of flame, I feel like. And then this is the first evolution. I love the purple version so much because you can see like the flames are kind of like gold. And it kind of looks like burning on like old books. So that like I don't know, I just feel like this version has a ton of story behind it. And there's like a lot of different depths to this version. But then also I love pastel colors and purple, so I'm probably biased. But yeah, this is my favorite. I'm using the word favorite. My favorite out of all the recolors of this dress. This one is very, very stunning and very, very beautiful. But I feel like a red dress, like, I feel like this is not something I would like consistently reach for. I also have the butterfly dress, the Flutter Storm one, and then I also have the firework one. It's a very, very stunning dress. But I don't know. And then this is a final. So what attracted me to the final, not only because it's gold and white, it's like this fabric. This fabric is so magical. And then you can see for the last version, you're going to have the special effect like kind of running around her. So she is like really transcended into like a whole different world, I guess. But we're definitely going to read the lore in later Let's Play episodes, so we get to know more about the 5 versions of the same dress. But oh, I do really like it. Let's check out like the back. Okay, very beautiful. I love the color like differences. I love the subtle like ombreing, that's not a word, but you guys get what I mean, on the dress. I think that is a really beautiful touch because it adds more to like that ruin feeling. Not as in Shiny Nikki ruin, but like as in the situation and the backstory they provided us with. So I really, really like the base. The glow up is just like really beautiful blue gown, but it doesn't really add that much to the narrative. She looks like a big parrot, which I love because I'm terrified of birds. When I desensitize myself with birds, I watch parrot videos, so I like this. And then the purple, it's so pretty. I'm in love, but like don't listen to me. Look at what's in front of you. I like kind of tune what I have to say out, because if you're not originally planning to pull for this, you don't think you like it, don't let me influence your decisions, because I'm definitely biased towards that. And I like just okay, so I like the depth of all these colors blending in together, because for a lot of these you're seeing like how do you say that, like you're seeing fully colored in feathers, but then in this dress you're seeing like different depths to these colors, and then you're looking at the feathers and thinking that it looks more fluffy and there's more color, there's more interest. But then there's something else that then we need to talk about is the wings for this version going to be too much, because there's so much color going on, and that's something we also have to try. And then this is the last version. You can see like different shades of gold, which is very gorgeous. But I don't like the orange. The orange on the top is like throwing me off a little. I'm so happy. I'm so glad. Yeah, you can see the color differences on the feathers. And then these ones, the base is just like one full color. But if you're pulling for the lore, I honestly think the first version is good enough, because the first version, I think it really, really captures the story. Because it is not, well, it is a story about burning herself, but it is also about like the meaning behind it. So the first one incorporating like the red at the bottom, the flame burning, and then her kind of like emerging from ashes and kind of thing, really adds to the narrative. And then this one is just like the burning itself, like in action. So I feel like lore wise, I really like the first one. Look wise, I really like this one. Like really, really like that one. All right, continue. That was a lot. I had a lot to say. Okay, so stockings. The item that we all kind of hate because it brought the entire outfit to 11 pieces. But setting that aside, because we're trying to judge this fairly, it is a very beautiful pair of stocking. Like, I don't typically like stockings that much because I don't use like really complicated stockings in my clothing a lot. I should, but like I don't. So so I don't typically really like a pair of stockings, but I really like this pair of stockings. What I like about stockings is just I don't like them to be like that opaque. I like them to show the skin a little bit more. And then for the base version, you can clearly see like the mesh on the stocking, which is really impressive. And then in addition to that, there's like contrast between like the light mesh and then there is this lace and embroidery or something on top that is more opaque. So I really like this original one. And then I like this like pantyhose line or something inspired design on the back. I don't know if they're actually inspired by that. But yeah, and then the second version I'm just like, you know, okay with. This is a glow up, by the way. And then this is the first evolution. I think it's just like okay. This goes back to like a lot of typical Nikki stockings, just okay. And then this one is the second evolution, and this is the third and last. And you can see the color differences. Like the part on her thigh are more yellow, and when we go down, this part is kind of like bluish white. And then when you get to the bottom, like right here around the ankle, they're kind of like pinkish. And then for the feet area, it's more like the blue tone again. So very interesting design, but this is my favorite pair. Continue. Also, when we check out color palettes, I feel like I'm probably gonna do it like after this section, cause I forgot, or I don't know. Yeah, we'll check it out in other sections, but in future videos, I'm gonna include it in the corresponding item section. That way, it's probably easier for you to go like through the timestamps. All right, heels, very high heels. I do understand the heels because paper need to like Nikki have to like be able to wear all those huge gowns. But if we're only talking about her being like the world's savior, like a fairy like figure, I don't like the heels that much because they're so high up. Like for this, I'd rather her be floating, like with flames on her legs or something like that, like what we have in Shiny Nikki. But then I also totally understand it would be like a very innovative and not dangerous but innovative thing to do if they were to remove shoes for an open world game and have her float. So there's probably more that's going to be like that's going to go into like the research or like the first time they do bare feet floating mechanism. But yeah, the shoes are just okay, and you can see how high up they are, like crazy. Good thing is when you are wearing gowns that is going to cover up the shoes, she's going to look taller and might be able to pull off the gowns better. But I honestly, okay, so this is with shoes. That's without. With, without. With, without. Let's run around without the shoes. Okay, so then you're gonna get more of a train. What about with? Oh no. Alright, let's see. Okay, you do. Okay, there is a difference. So it is going to be lifted up a little bit more. And I do slightly prefer the version with the shoes more. But then, let me see if there's a base game pair that is around the same height because you're not going to be able to see it. So I don't think there's a point of getting those unless you absolutely love the shoes. By the way, I saw the Wish for Rosa, but I was just wondering if there's another like even cheaper piece that can go with it. Okay, let's just go with Wish for Rosa. Everyone has it. Okay, so this is what Wish for Rosa looks like underneath. Honestly, good enough. You don't need the shoes. You're not going to see it. Yeah, the shoes, if you like the style, then definitely worth getting because it's because you like the style. But if you don't like the style, I don't think it's worth getting the shoes. All right, let's continue to accessories. We have the crowns. Let me change her hair because I feel like this hair is gonna mess up with the crowns. How about let's just do this? Something simpler. Yeah, that's simpler. Oh, this works. Okay. Oh, and also just want to say I am like consciously not doing like a really pretty hairstyle that's gonna add to the outfit because I want you to judge everything we're gonna test out kind of fairly. Because I don't want anything she's wearing to elevate whatever we're testing. That's not fair. Okay, first version. This is the base. We have black colored halo thingy with like spacey rock flying through it, more like arrowheads. And then we have like this red flame. Icy, this is the glow up. So now it becomes white colored with blue particles and blue flame, which makes this perfect for styling different outfits because if you only got the base and then now you have the glow up, you are going to have two versions, black and white. Well, that's assuming that you're not dyeing anything because if we also take dyeing into consideration when we're talking about the colors of these outfits, that's going to be a lot to talk about. But I am also going to showcase the palettes. So don't worry, but just talking about the actual colors, these two are great and like already. Second evolution, kind of like a grayish color with purple gemstones, purpley blue particles, and white glow. This is going to be very versatile as well. It's going to go with all your silver accessory, but then you can see it's clearly silver compared to the white. And also I've had comments saying that like sometimes I'm seeing things. I just want to make it clear that my screen is like a normal monitor size, but then because I'm looking at it directly in front of me, so if you are on mobile, you might not be able to, like if you are watching my videos on your phone, you might not be able to see the color changes, like the really minute details as much as I do, but you can like put the video on a bigger screen and like turn on 4K, then you're going to be able to see the details. But yeah, I would say there's definitely details. I wouldn't say this is like white. This is kind of like slightly silvery red. Slightly silvery white. But this one is like silver. And then, oh, okay, that is stunning. That's really beautiful. That's like my interpretation is it's kind of still black colored frame with red going through it or glitters or something, and then the glow. Let's compare it with the first one. Honestly, pretty similar. I do see the differences, but when we are talking about like 30-40 pulls more, I go for the basic one. Nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Let's take a look at the zoom out version. Okay, for this version, you for the second evolution, you do see the red a little bit more on the crown itself, like the hardware part. The glow, this is me, where I might be seeing things, but I feel like, okay, I can't. I was gonna say one of the flames is more cool toned than the other, more like purpley pink, and then one is like more reddish pink. I don't know. I don't think so. I can't. I can't. That's too hard. Okay, moving on to the last one. You can definitely see a difference for the final evolution because everything has like flown off. There's more pieces now. Okay, nothing has flown off. I take that back. It's like they added more things. And then the glow is kind of like a warm tinted white glow with gold. Yeah, they are locking gold for us. But maybe not. We're going to check out the palettes and see if we can dye it gold. But yeah, this is the final version. It's very beautiful, but I don't know. Like, how often are you going to use it except for photos? And it's so expensive. I don't know. But I like it though. It's a good piece. Okay, what else do we have? We have the headwear. Okay, original headwear. I'm gonna change her hair again. Sorry I keep changing, but I feel like I want her hair to be like a different color. That way we can see the headwear a little bit better. Okay, this is very, very beautiful. Look at the back. The back looks like Momo's cloak. You have gold details, but this gold is kind of like not. This is not like full karat gold. This is not like 24 karat gold. This is not that. This is more like a faint 10 karat gold. So yeah, and then there's silver within the gold. Like all these chains are silver, and then all these outer bits are gold, and then inside here are silver too. So I guess you can mix and match silver and gold when you're styling with this accessory. Although one thing, I dress Nikki not in a ton of accessories. I feel like the layering here is very interesting, meaning not my favorite. So yeah, like there's too much for me personally to look at. Like if I were styling this hairstyle, if the inner part and the outer part are separated, I'm probably going to style the outer part by itself with maybe just a little bit of gold accessory inside. Probably not this like full on crown thing that is silver, but it's still a very beautiful hairstyle, or not hairstyle, headwear. This is a glow up version. Yeah, she full on looks like a parrot and like kind of bird of paradise. All the hardware are silver, so they're very unified. I would hope for the piece inside to be a little bit more daintier, but that's also because I don't know. Okay, it's not like I don't like statement piece of jewelry, but I just think the edges are not hard enough. They kind of like clay. They kind of look like clay in a way. But that's me being really picky about them. I mean, they're 11 pieces. They're expensive. We have to be picky. Okay, purple version. Very pretty. The hardware color doesn't match exactly. The inside is more like a purpley silver, and then the outer is like a silver, but then that could also be the interior is thicker, so that more color stays in the interior. So hence like these look a little bit more white and silvery compared to the purple. This is the second. I really like the black inside. It looks kind of like a skeleton, which is very, very cool. And then it's also the same faint gold on the outside, but I feel like for the blades version, the second evolution, this look more like a faint rose gold. Like, okay, it's gold to begin with, a pale gold to begin with, and then they infuse the teeniest tiny bit of pink compared to the first version. That could also be the tone of red, but that's like what I'm seeing here. And then we have the final evolution. Everything is gold and more gold. Very pretty though, very pretty. The front, can take a look. And then I want to see this with silver gale. Okay, let's do like a similar color. Oh, we should try it with different hairstyle too. We're gonna try it. Hold on, let me see. How about just this one with this pink? Okay, so silver gale kind of goes downwards, and this one kind of points upwards. I would say they're pretty different, but when you're taking a picture really zoomed in, they kind of gave off similar vibes. How about this? I want to test out something. If we were to put her in Okay, what Silvergale color? In one of these lighter color ones. Okay, this one. And then if we put her in Silvergale's headwear. Original, Silvergale. Original, Silvergale. I would say with some tweaking, it definitely works. Definitely works with Silvergale and potentially some of Silvergale's accessory as well. And then I just also want to see, like, see you have this outfit over here. If we swap out the hairstyle into something that is free, Silvergale, or into permanent banner, or we also have Wishful Rosa. So the hairstyle is not the most important thing here, which I like. I think that is a good thing. So then hairstyle is such a big thing. If you're only missing the hairstyle, you don't have to go extra for it. It doesn't really change that much. And I would even go so far as say, like, this outfit, the most important bits, if you want to get the vibe, this is not like what you like. This is about like if you want to get the same vibe. I feel like the most important things are the dress, first of all. Where is it? Here. Like, the dress is very important. Comparison. Okay. Swan set and this dress. And then we have firework. I know I should have done the dress comparison earlier. Kind of similar. That's making me not want to go for the third or the second. This is Flutter Storm. Okay. So I would say the most important bits are the dress, the wings, and the halo, potentially maybe the eye patch, depending on how often you're gonna wear it. I feel like gloves, there is going to be dupes, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that yet. We're gonna have to check it out. But like this one, no. That's Fire Song. That's also hard to get. This is Firework. This is Fairytale Swan. Wishful Rosa. Color doesn't match 100%. This is Timeless Melody. This is Blooming Dreams Phoenix. That's also hard to get though. Crystal Palms. Oh, this actually matched pretty well. So yeah, I would say yes, the gloves are beautiful. We're gonna check it out. But I feel like the most important parts is not those. And then let's check out the hair accessory with different hairstyles. I don't know. I didn't check out the halo with different hairstyles because I kind of just assumed. I feel like the halo would work with different hairstyles because it's like on top. It doesn't sit directly on the hairstyles. Interesting. So it is going to tuck some of the hairstyles in. That's good to know, because what if you wanted to style, I don't know, what if you wanted to style like pigtails with it and it's gonna tuck it in? So I guess it's important. Styling a really interesting lore outfit combining the two new banners together would be so cool. Wow, this works on that hair even. Oh, this takes me directly back to Shiny Nikki. Yeah, well, I would claim, but that's just my own opinion. I don't want to like ruin it for other people. I don't think the original hairstyle is necessary at all, because I feel like with this hair accessory, if we're not talking about the color, because if you want the white and black ombre, this is a hairstyle, but just the shape of the hairstyle, I feel like it looks pretty good with a lot of different things, not gonna lie. Because yeah, like look at that. So not that necessary. Okay, moving on. Do we have earrings? We do. We have earrings. Okay, let me put her into maybe that. Yeah, let's just do that. Earrings, we have to sort it again. These are the ones. These are the original color. They are very, very, very long. So if you are a big fan of long earrings, yeah, these are like pretty long. But then earrings is like the same thing. Like from afar, how much are you actually going to see it? it's pretty, but it's earrings. And I love earrings. It's not like I have anything against the earrings, but it's just, I feel like for earrings, it's not like the earrings are going to transcend the entire look, except for the mermaid outfit. It's more like, I would say it's more like, are you in need of a pair that looks like this? So let's just kind of compare these. So this is the base, glow up, first evolution, second evolution, and third evolution. Done. That's all for the earrings. All right, so we now have this piece. Again, another kind of collar thing. But I do really like it because I feel like the feather is kind of unique and it's not like as big as our other collar things. Like you can see some of these ones are a little bigger, but then I would say that it's kind of similar to Silvergale. Not exactly similar, but like kind of. Okay, let's put on the original dress. Ignore the color. Let me find the... Look at that. That is Silvergale's necklace or choker thing. So yeah, I don't think the choker is necessary if you want to complete the look of this outfit. But if you're going to style something else, it's always better to have more pieces. So here is the original. It's black feather, black lace, gold details with red gemstone. Then we have the glow up. The glow up is light colored and light blue and dark blue feathers, white-ish, blue-ish lace with silver, heartwear, and blue gems. And then this is the first evolution, purple gemstone, purple feathers, and kind of faint purple ombre white feathers, and purpley white lace. And then we have second evolution. Okay, second evolution's neckwear is actually really cool because look at this part. This gemstone looks like an eye is looking at you. That is actually really cool. And the ombre on the feather over here is also really cool. It gives this outfit more depth. It's kind of like light hitting her. And yeah, that is very beautiful. This is a nice piece. And then we have the final one. Final one also have like this eye thingy. Well, I mean, the rest have the eye thingy too, but then this one looks so much like an eye. I feel like you can style gothic outfits with this for sure. And this one is very, like, just beautiful. But again, I cannot unsee the orange on the dress. So that is that piece. And then let's move on to gloves. Gloves, I really like it because I really like gloves when they grow on Nikki's arms. Okay, so my thing is I really like shorter gloves or like the gloves that like would go over your finger kind of, and then I like those shorter ones. And then I also really like sleeves, and then I also really like the ones that's like clinging onto her skin. But the ones I don't like that much is the ones that look really thick and long. So some of these are like thick and long, and then it doesn't sit on Nikki's arms that flushly and that well. Like it just, I don't know, it just looks really thick. And those are not my favorite. But I really, really like this. Like if you're in need of a... Okay, how much do I like these? I like these to the point that if this is the only item I'm getting, I won't complain that much. Like that's how much I like them. If I were to get the feather headwear, and if I were to get the earrings, the necklace, the shoes, the stockings, I would complain if that's like the only item I'm getting from this banner. So I wouldn't complain. I like these very much. And I feel like they are going to go with different dresses as well. These are the different versions. And I also, something I want to say, like for this glow up version, this part full on looks like her hand. So you can style something like really interesting with this gloves. I would say though the rest looks kind of more like gloves, but this looks like a hand. Okay, so I'm gonna put on like a basic color. Let's test out the base with different dresses because I do want to see how that looks. I know I'm not completely getting rid of the... Okay, not that. Not that. Not this. She looks like a robot on the other arm. I wish we can separate the gloves. Not that. Okay, so I have a theory. My theory is I feel like it's gonna work with more magical fairy-like outfits in comparison to like normal gowns, because I feel like normal gowns you don't want the gloves to be like cleaning onto her skin because otherwise it could be kind of creepy. But for fairy tale themed stuff, I feel like it's gonna work. Yeah, normal gowns you need something with a bit of depth. But look at that, Silvergale with this, perfect, because it's also more fairy tale oriented compared to normal gloves. And then like normal ones, it just doesn't look as good. Let me see though, I want to see more fairy tale dresses and see how that works, just to confirm my theory. This is like a normal one. Yeah, look, with a normal one, she looks like a robot arm, I feel like. No more? Fairy tale? Yeah and no. I feel like it's more... I was looking for like a darker color fairy outfit, but I guess we don't really have one. I think we haven't, but like you get the point. I won't waste too much of your time on just the gloves. But let's move on to... what's the next one? What is that? The dress? Sorry, I took a picture of the gacha or the banner so I could like keep track of what pieces we're talking about. Let me see. And I slightly lost track here. The mask, if I am only getting one item, the mask would be very nice too. Face decoration. Okay, so let me put her into something that is not going to block anything. Anything that does not have a bane. Oh, I know. Okay. One sec. Yeah, that works. All right, let's take a look. Let me switch it back. The thing is, for this account, it's not going to organize by recent, so I can't really do reviews like what I usually do. Let's go over the colors first. So here we have the base, glow up, first evolution, second evolution. Oh, that is stunning. And final evolution. Okay, final is so stunning. Can I just get the mask for the final? I don't need the rest. I just want the mask. What? Skin tone have like tags too? Because I guess there's 3-star. Alright, so let's try out this skin tone first with different... Oh, I guess we'll have to do it like this. Beautiful. Very lovely. Okay, moving on to the glow up with different skin tone, because I want to see how this bright color would work. I think it looks pretty good. Honestly, it's better than I thought. I think it looks pretty good. I feel like maybe because it's such like a bright blue, doesn't really wash anything out. Okay, this one is... that looks okay. But I like the previous 2 versions better on all 4 skin tones. Alright, let's take a look at more. We have the 3rd evolution. Yeah, the 3rd looks great on all skin tones, for sure. Oh, I love the red and I love the glitters. I feel like this entire video is just me falling in love and out of love and in love and out of love. Again and again and again. Depending on different pieces. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think definitely a great item to get from this banner, for sure. Continue on to the wings. I didn't leave the wings for last on purpose, by the way. It's just because it's the last item down here. That way I don't forget. So here, let's take a closer look first at the different elements. Oh my gosh, it's looking a little bit too real for me. This looks like Crow. I'm a little, like, I'm getting a little goosebump because I'm scared of birds. I'm scared of feathers. So, okay, the blue version is stunning. They reminds me, wait, can we do real cosplay? Like that movie, real? Like the bird movie? This looks like that. Okay, if we color one of the heartfelt gift free outfit, the glowing one, like the glittering one, into blue with his wings, is we can cosplay. All right, so base, glow up, first evolution. Oh, the yellow is from her shorts, by the way. Second evolution. Oh my gosh, the burning red wing, and final evolution. It's beautiful. But then it doesn't open up when we're not floating. So I also want to try and see if I do style a floating outfit with the wings float with different outfits. So then kind of like glitch that into taking a picture of other outfits with the wings opened up. That would be my question. Okay, so this is like the complete look of the wings. All right, let's take the base version and try it on with different dresses. Filter. Okay, let's go from the top. Does work, but interesting looking. But I feel like the interesting looking part is because of the different colors. Yeah, this one doesn't work. Okay, so I feel like for sure the wings hugging onto her dress is definitely going to limit what we can style the wings with. I wonder if they're plotting a VIP outfit that has like actual big opened up wings. If that's the case, I'm gonna be kind of sad. I want to try a bodycon dress. Okay, it's floating. I don't like that. Okay, it's floating on Daughter of the Lake too. You can get away with pictures, but just for the sake of being strict, it's floating again. I guess it just floats a little bit on different outfits. I like it. I like the wings. It's wings. Like, what's not to like about wings? Honestly, like, no matter how much... What is that? That might be the bubbles. Okay, don't mention anything. I don't know if we're supposed to. Like, I don't know what that was. Because if something happens, I might not be able to keep like being the guy group. I'm maybe potentially not going to be able to show you guys all these in the future if I lose my privilege. So pretend that you didn't see anything. Yeah, like I feel like the wings, the thing with the wings is they are a pair of wings. Like no matter how limited they are, I will be happy about getting them because they're wings. So that's the thing. I like it though. I like them a lot. Oh, that looks like watermelon. That's so cute. Yeah. I feel like if the vibe you're going works, then the wings works. For sure. Yeah, look at that. It just depends on what you're going with, but I feel like the clipping issue is not too bad. And the floating issue is not too bad either. It just like floats a tiny bit. It doesn't really bother me that much. But I thought it's important to point it out because we're doing a thorough test here. All right, let's continue. Anything else? That would be it for all the items. So now we're gonna go back and test all the color palettes of these items. So I am not going to like actually dye it, but what we're gonna do is I'm gonna showcase you the areas. Oh, and I'm not gonna use the ring. If you want to see the ring, we could do something with a ring potentially. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh, that makes me want the final evolutions. We could test this out, but we're not gonna do it in this video because normally we're not getting the ring. So let's just kind of see some different colors. I like the dyeing feature. Like it's not that bad, but I don't know. Like the way I said I like it only is because I like the mechanism so far. but I don't know how much it is yet. I haven't done the calculations. I've been just doing review videos nonstop. So definitely take how much it costs into consideration when you are doing anything with it. But I like that they're giving us these colors though. Okay, going back, let's start with the dress. Let me filter it because they just unfiltered it in the dress or in the dyeing thing. Okay, let's take a look at the. Okay, 14 areas. Let's go. All right. I'm gonna dye each area into bright blue so you can see the regions. Well, you can see with the flashing too, but just to be extra clear, this is area 1. Area 2 is the flames. Oh, that is stunning. Area 3. Oh, forgot to get rid of it. Area 4, right here. And you get the ombre effect. Area 5, inside of the skirt. 6 is, ooh, okay. So if I were to get the full evolution, I could dye that bit into non-orange. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Help. What is this supposed to be? Oh, it's the gemstones right here. And that is the little wings right here on her waist. That is, that is like the light thingy glitter running through her feathers. That is a gemstone on her waist. This is the base of the bodice. Area 12 is... Oh, area 12 is these glitters on the back. 13 is lace trim. 14 what? Oh, wait, then why did it take me up there? 14 is these. And then I'm gonna select all. Select this yellow. Okay, every single part of this dress except for the special effect of this particular recolor. Oh, never mind. So, every single part of this dress is dyeable. There's nothing that cannot be dyed. Good. Multicolor change? What does that mean? I'm gonna figure this out myself. I won't waste too much of your time. And just for the sake of it, let's see what the areas are. Okay, same amount of areas. Okay, all right. Let's dye the hosiery, or hosiery is what they call it in Shiny Nikki, so I got used to it. The tights or the stockings. Okay, only 4 areas. The entire thing. Gemstones. Lace trim or embroidery. And the mesh. Okay, moving on to shoes. Let's dye. Oh my gosh. A pair of shoes have 8 regions. I like that though. I like that. Like the platform thingy. Okay, this is a time where we need to layer the two. Okay, so it's gonna change a little bit color of area 1 when we dye area 2. But it's still gonna keep the area 1 color. The little wings and there. Look at that, the blue ones. Gemstone area 5 is this thing that's going through her shoes. Area 6 is these flames pattern. 7 is more patterns. Okay, I want to say I like that the patterns are their own area, because I don't like it when the dyeing feature is just like you pour the paint bucket onto the outfit and then it's going to change the look. I don't like that at all. So I like that you can change the pattern a little bit so you can do contrasting colors and make it not look like you dyed it. Okay, so you're dyeing the entire thing. We could dye it gold, which is great. We could... Can we dye it white? Yes, we can dye it white. More gold color tones. So this is more like more carrot. And then we can dye it black. Okay, yeah, that's great. And then for special effect, we can dye a different color as well. Yes, and the color shows up pretty well. That's good. But then there's gonna be like a darker color ring for some of them. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, the dyeing actually for this halo is amazing. I am very happy about it. I approve. I don't know why that matters, but I approve. Alright, let's check it out. Area 1, gemstone. Area 2, the inner piece. So I can dye it to match the gold. Yeah, kind of. Alright, that's good. I like that. Area 3, these beading and outer metal thingies, chains. Okay, wait. What? Oh, these gemstones right there. Area 4. Area 5, okay, it's a front piece. That looks pretty good with the ombre effect. Like it. Earrings! 3 areas. Blue. Area 1 is the entire like gemstone type of thing, like the diamonds on the thing, and then this is a gemstone. And 3 is a metal. Yeah, 3 is a metal. Okay, moving on to choker. Oh wow, 8 regions for a choker. Love that. Okay. The leather thing itself. Area 2. Gemstone in the front. All of them. Area 3 is the hardware. 4 is the lace. 5 is the feathers. Wait, is the feathers all in itself? Yeah, the 2 layers of feathers are all in area 5. And then area 6 is like the lace trim. Area 7. I can't tell. Area 7 is unknown. Area 8 is unknown. Maybe something in the back. Let me see. Let's unfilter. And let's go back and dye the chokers. Area 7. What? Okay, I don't know what area 7 is. And if you guys know... Okay, area 8 is changing like something in the gemstone. And I just don't know what area 7 is. So if you know, please share. That would be really helpful to everyone. Thank you in advance. Alright, continue to the next item. We have gloves. Let's dye it. Gloves have 5 regions. So area 1 is the gemstones. Area 2 is the overall color, but it blends into the original color, so it's going to change whatever color we dye it to a little bit, because it does have a tint. Area 3 is the entire thing. Area 4, oh, so I guess area 2 and 3 would blend together. Let's see. So we do 3 for blue, and then we do bright red for 2. Okay, yeah, it's going to blend the colors a little. So area 3 is like what's the most important here. And then we have like this little thing for area 4. Area 5 is these more glitter or gemstones coming down her arms. Alright, this part. Okay, only 2 areas. I'm assuming the edge and the feather. Okay, feather overall. Area 2 is the gemstones. Okay, cool. What about this? Because this one has a hard edge. I am right. Area 1 is everything together. Area 2 is the trim. Area 3 is the things on like the gemstones. So if I want it to be similar color, if I do like this kind of gray and then do this kind of gray and do this kind of gray, okay, it's still going to be contrasty. It's not going to change the entire thing. Wings. Area 1 is the fluffy bit. I guess it's just 3 layers. Yeah, area 3 is the under part, and then area 2 is the end part, area 3 is the middle part. Cool. That is all for the dyeing feature for this outfit area wise. And then next we're gonna move on to open world showcase with different skin tones. I will be right back. Never mind, I forgot to showcase the makeup, so we're doing makeup first. So as usual, we're going to do the full set of makeup first in all 4 skin tones to assess the entire makeup look. And then afterwards, we're gonna take it apart to see which one you should pick out of all the deep echoes. Here we have the full face of makeup. On the base skin tone, I feel like everything is very beautiful. So the details I can see is like the eyebrows are like pointing up a little bit. It's on the thinner side, and then you have her like double eyelid type of situation, and then you have like more glitters in the middle, like deeper shadows on the 2 sides. And then the eyeliner is not too winged, but it does have a little bit of a wing. And you have red and black alternating eyelashes on the top, but normal black on the bottom. And then there's nothing on like the ends of her like bottom lashes. It's more like in the middle, in the center. And then there's like some face paint of like ashes or feather on the side of, on her right, on the face. And then there's a flame burning red flames in her contact lenses, and then there's like the ashes color black outer part of her eyes, and then everything is animated. And then we have a beautiful blended well lipstick, but then we also need to see how that is going to work with different skin tones, because sometimes the blended look doesn't look good, paper doesn't pay attention. So let's see. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think that looks great. And then when we go to like darker skin tones, you can really see the gorgeous details of the glitters, and you can see like the art like over here, the glitters and this white line going through this, making that part looks like a feather. And then you can see like on the under eye area with the glitters, and then more glitters on top. The lipstick is actually really good. I am really happy about it. And again, if there's anything you feel like that does not work with your everyday gameplay or something, leave it in the comment section down below, because if I see it, if someone else sees it, we can all write it in a survey, because we need to unite together to file our concern. All right, let's now check out the individual pieces. So here we have the foundation item. I usually say that I wish the face paint type of thing is usually separated. That way we can still use the beautiful base makeup as its individual item for different outfits, and then use the face paint for, you know, like different type of situations and mix and match. But I feel like this is not bad. Like, it's not taking away too much from the makeup. If they're not separating them, then I'll accept this, I guess. I like the vibe of it. I really like this makeup. And then let's check out different skin tones. Yeah, it definitely looks stunning on darker skin tones, because you can really see the glitter. I'm simple. When I see glitters, I like it. So yeah, I like it. I think it's beautiful. I like it. I would consider getting this if I were only doing a few pulls. All right. Eyebrows is something like, is there a similar one? There is. Wings of Wishes, I think. And then, I mean, this shape is somewhat similar, but not very similar. I do like a good like arched eyebrows, so I do like them, but I feel like they're very brave looking, and they're kind of like fierce looking. I like them, but I don't see myself really needing a pair of eyebrows like this. Oh, let's check it out in different skin tones. we have Passion Banquet, Twilight Reflections, and Moonlit Snow. Yeah, I would say decent eyebrows, not something I would reach for every single day, not something I would pull in the pavilion in the banner for, but pretty nice. And this is lashes. So the lashes are like light on the corners of her eyes, like in terms of bottom lashes, and then more here. And then there's like 1 or 2 strands on the lower lashes that are red. The rest are like grayish black. And then on top, it's alternating red and black. So lashes, the same situation. It's not like, yeah, I feel like it's definitely longer than Firework. More noticeable than these light color ones, shorter than this is Swan, First Journey. That's Dance Till Dawn, is more like red toned, longer than all of those, but then it's not as bold as Timeless. No, this is Crimson Rhapsody, not as bold as Crimson Rhapsody, not as bold as Timeless Melody either. This is a comparison. And you can see, like, from afar, I would say it looks pretty similar to the Swan one. Not exactly the same. The placement are different, but, like, pretty similar. And then let's check out all the skin tones. We have Passionate Banquet, Twilight Reflections, and Moonlit Snow. Okay, moving on to the contact lenses. So the contact lenses, I would say that there's not really a dupe. If we're talking about like similar colors, it would be these. But like because of the flame, you're gonna see the red when you zoom out. This is Fireworks. Similar-ish color, but no. I feel like if you really like the flame, this is it. There's no dupe. When it's so specific like this, I feel like it's hard to find a dupe. And I think it's not overpowering in terms of the flame. Sometimes in Shiny Nikki, when there's like a special effect, it could be a little bit more like overpowering, but I don't think this is the case. I think it looks pretty good. And Nikki still looks like she's looking at us, and then it's also like she's looking at the flames. So I do really like the contact lenses. If I were to get it, probably contact lenses and then also the base makeup. But then also, this is probably not going to be the most versatile thing ever. Like, you need to have a story behind it to use this type of eyes. Like, but there's a lot of stories, like vampire, like gothic outfits, darker color outfits. I think there's a lot of usage of these, but then it cannot just, go with like original everyday clothing. Lipstick. Very beautiful lipstick. I really like it. And that is Crimson Rhapsody, because it's also like the blended type. So I just wanted to show you the differences, but they're different. There's one that's similar. This one is Glacial Dream. I don't remember what this one is. Is this Starsea? That might be Starsea. This is Starsea for sure. I don't know what that is. Yeah. That's a lipstick. I like it. But it's not like a must get for me. Like, I really like the shape and everything. It's definitely one of my favorite ways of doing my own lips. But I feel like, yeah, the tone is also kind of different from a lot of the lipstick we have. But then I feel like in this case, I have enough lipstick to play with. I would probably just go with the base makeup and the contact lenses, especially the contact lenses. And here's all for skin tone. I feel like it looks pretty good. I feel like it looks the best on Twilight Reflections. I feel like my ranking for the lipstick going with skin tones will be Twilight Reflections, and then the base, and then probably Moonlit Snow, and then Passion Banquet, because I feel like the top is still not fully blended in. I feel like they need to blend in the top a little bit more, but the bottom looks perfect. Paper, you need to like work on this a little bit more. You need to work harder on this. Okay, that is all for the makeup. We are now actually going to test out open world. I'll be right back. Alright, here we have the base color during the day first in all other 3 skin tones, and kind of ignore Momo because wait, let me put Momo in her cloak. That way you can see how Momo's cloak work in the open world. Adorable. All right, let's march. This is walking away towards the sun, or walking away from the sun. This is walking towards the sun. It's kind of like around noon, so it's not that clear. And then we have twilight reflections walking towards the sun. Twilight reflections walking away from the sun. And then we have moonless snow walking away from the sun. Moonless snow walking towards the sun. All right, now let's switch to nighttime. Oh no. Okay, so let's start from, oh, we gotta change again. I don't want it to be raining. Nighttime, so we have, let me see. Okay, this is walking towards the moon. This is walking away from the moon. This is, okay, let's start with Passion Banquet. Passion Banquet walking away from the moon. Passion Banquet walking towards the moon. And then we have Twilight Reflections walking towards the moon, walking away from the moon. And then we have Moonless Snow walking away from the moon, walking towards the moon. Okay, so that is for the first evolution. I'm gonna see you with, well, this is a base. I'm gonna see you with the first evolution. I decided to do the glow up version first. So here is the glow up at night. In Passion Banquet, walking towards moon, walking away towards us. And then we have Twilight Reflections. That was Passion Banquet. This is Twilight Reflections, walking away, walking towards the moon. Moonless Snow, walking towards the moon, walking away. All right, let's switch time of day to the morning. All right, let me find the sun. Okay, walking towards the sun in Moonless Snow, walking away from the sun in Moonless Snow. Twilight Reflections. Twilight Reflections, walking away from the sun, walking towards the sun during the day. Passion Banquet, walking towards sun, walking away from sun during the day. All right, now move on to the first evolution. Okay, ready? Walking away from the sun, backlit in Passion Banquet, first evolution. Walking towards the sun. Oh, and then we have Twilight Reflections, walking towards the sun. Walking away from the sun. Moonlit Tune, Moonless Snow. Moonlit Tune is Shiny Nikki. Walking towards the sun. Okay, nighttime. All right, let's do this. Walking towards the moon in Moonless Snow. Walking away from the moon in Moonless Snow. And then we have Twilight Reflections, moving away from the moon, walking towards the moon. Passion Banquet, walking towards the moon, walking away from the moon. All right, moving on. We're starting at night with Passion Banquet, moving away from the moon, moving towards the moon. Also, I don't have any makeup on her. And then Twilight Reflections, moving towards the moon, moving away from the moon. Moonless Snow, moving away from the moon, moving towards the moon. All right, moving on to daytime. Oh, too much. That was too much. All right, let's see. This is, okay, we gotta stand here. This is moving towards the sun. We're in Moonless Snow, moving away from the sun. And we have Twilight Reflections, moving towards, or moving away from the sun, moving towards the sun. Passion Banquet, moving towards the sun, moving away from the sun. All right. Let's go to the final one. Let's check it out. We are moving towards the sun. Oh my gosh, that's sunny. In the final evolution in Passion Banquet, moving away from the sun. Twilight Reflections, moving away from the sun. Twilight Reflections, moving towards the sun. Moonlit Snow, moving towards the sun. Moving away from the sun. Oh my gosh, look at the dress. Okay, nighttime. We have moving, wait, let me find the shadow. Okay, moving away. Oh, hold on. Wait, okay, moving away from the moon. Wait, moving towards the moon, moving towards the moon. In Moonlit Snow, moving away from the moon. Twilight Reflections, moving away from the moon. Walking towards the moon. Twilight Reflection. Passion Banquet, moving towards the moon. Walking away from the moon. All right. Did I showcase daytime? I think I did. If I did not, I'll include it in a follow-up. Okay, let me, now let's take a look at the ability. Okay, it is a floating ability, and we have winged hover. So we can switch the different colors inside here, and then we could do custom styling. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I want to see if I put her into, say, like this outfit, and then I put the wings on her. Save. And then if I do, say, select that wing. Oh, wait, hold on. Select that. Okay, save. Save. What would happen? Save. Oh, okay. So the wings is going to work with different outfits. And one of you told me that to take a picture, what we can do is we can enter photo mode. Okay, this photo mode is not set at all. Yeah, I don't like that. It's okay. We're gonna like quickly adjust it a little bit. And then my favorite lighting. Okay, so you guys told me we just select a move, and then that's how we're gonna get. Wait, hold on. This is some tough like job. This is hard. Okay, I need to be high up, and then have her move. Okay, so we can take a photo like this, and you can put her into different outfits. I guess this is kind of like a way to glitch to get the wings to open for different outfits. It's just to style your own ability outfit, and then have her do this, I guess. And then now it works. Thank you guys so much for the tips. Your guys' tips are always the best, because I, as a single person, I really cannot find a lot of these things on the first day especially, so this is really helpful. That's very good to know. That is really helpful. So that is ability. The ability is hover, and then I think in our live stream we're gonna test out everything live. I want to do a race with you guys in co-op and see if this one is faster or Wings of Wishes is faster. We need to do a test. Okay. And Momo's cloak, let's check out the details. So he has the same halo as us, and then he has all these little motifs. He has the same facial mask thingy, and his eyes are opened. Look at his eyebrows. And a little cloak that is also burning and raw edges. Little feathers coming inside, like the little like cami kind of thing. His little wings, and the motif on the back matches with the eye on Nikki's necklace, I think. Yeah, that is very pretty. I like it. I might have to showcase this in my live or something, because I don't think I can go to the Wishing Woods with this developer's thing. Okay, and then let's check out, there's something else I wanted to check out. I forgot. I'm gonna pause and think about it. Oh, I remembered. Poses and Final Evolution cinematic. I don't know if we can replay it. Let's see. We can. Okay, let's do it. It's like she collapsed. Momo is sad. I know this one doesn't have sound. I'm going to do a compilation of all of these. So this one is kind of just like taking a look. Oh, she's transforming. That is stunning. That is very stunning. Oh, so that is like the picture they're showing for a lot of their advertisement. Okay, that's it. Let's take a look at the name of these poses for each of the evolution. So for the first one, it's Ashen Rebirth. And then for the last one, you're getting Solitary Dance and Lone Silhouette. Let's take a look at the poses. Let me change time of day. Okay, photo mode. Poses. Okay, I can't do this. I need to adjust the camera setting a little bit because it's annoying me. Alright, and then get some lighting on her. Okay. Poses. So. Oh, there's so many. Okay, I just want to say, I don't know where the other ones come from because this is like a different account, so I am not 100% sure. But we're going to test out what is in the evolution because I don't want to show anything that I'm not supposed to. So this Ashen Rebirth is the first one you're getting. Take a look. Is she going to spread her wings? She is not. That is it. This is what I get from polling 200 times. Okay, so these two are for the final. So I'm going to do two versions because she can't have her eyes on us. We're going to do one time without the eyes and then do another time where she's looking at us. Yeah, of course, Final Evolution poses are better. Well, yeah, of course, but like, I'm so jealous. Paper! Why can't we have another pose for the second evolution? Like, spread it out a little bit so people don't get anything for the second evolution. Alright. Wait. Yeah? Is it constantly replaying? Okay, it's constantly replaying. So now if she faces a camera. Okay, so she's just gonna face a camera. Interesting. Alright. Keep going. Next one is Lone Silhouette. That's it. And without facing the camera. It is a stunning pose. I can already think of all the photo opportunities I can do with this pose, but I don't have it. So this is just for testing. Okay, so that is all for the pose. Let's now check out the 160 pole thingy. Is that it? No, that's not it. That is it? No, that's bubble bath. Beanbag? Okay, we are back in the actual Mirrorland. Let's test out this pose. Let me do this. Okay, we're in the mesh. I think we might have to find somewhere like flat. Okay. Let me go somewhere flat. And I want to... Okay, since we're in the Wishing Woods, I'm going to show you Momo's cloak. Because I cannot I cannot go anywhere with that creator's thing. Okay, so this is Momo's cloak when he's running. The little wings is adorable. Okay, take a look. It's kind of interesting though. It's very interesting. This is definitely like one of the more extravagant clothes he has. Cloaks he has. Running towards us. Okay, can he walk? Oh, he can walk. That is so cute. And then the other way. Okay, adorable. Oh, you can see his eyes. Let's take a photo. Nice. Handsome. He looks so funny in this cloak. I love it so much. I love all the funny cloaks. I like torturing Momo, by the way. No, don't put it out of context. Okay, let me move somewhere that is like actually flat. Where is actually flat? Floralish? That area is actually not bad. But I guess Floralish could work. We could go to like that square thing, or we can dance in front of the Stylist Guild. Dance in front of everyone. Okay, it's raining too. Well, lovely. Let's do it. Let me hide it. Okay. This is a 160 pose. Just like the firework thing. Alright, I am assuming there's music, but due to copyright reasons, I can't really play the music. Alright, so at there, so the wings are gonna open. Oh, wow. Ooh, okay. That is beautiful. So I'm... Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, let's watch it first time, and then I want to see the photo opportunity with this. Okay, nice. I liked it. Okay, let's go into photo mode, and I want to do... Because I know there's another version for the firework when I got it. So I want to see if there's that version for this. There's different sections of this pose. So this is part of the pose. Oh, she's gone. Oh, she's right there. Oh, she's like up in the air. Okay, let me see you. Okay. Where did she go again? Oh, wait, where? Okay, but that is the pose. And then this one is another section of that pose. This one is another pose. Okay, I'm assuming maybe some of these are like the 2-person ones that they're giving us when we complete at 160 pulls or something. It would be really nice if you guys can kind of confirm, because I haven't logged into my F2P account yet. I don't know if I'll have time before, because there's so many reviews I need to do. But if you can confirm and see if this is from the 160 pack, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. So yeah, those are the poses. But apparently, if we want to take a picture with the wings, we will have to do this. And then if we were to like, okay, let me get to the part where the wings are gonna spread. Okay, like right now. And if I go into photo mode, okay, the wings are staying, but it's not letting me moving the camera. I can adjust everything, but the camera is not moving. What about lighting? No. Why do you do this type of thing, paper? And I also want to see if I don't have the wings on, how would the pose work? Like if I had this outfit on, yeah, I've ruined all my outfits already. Sorry, I pressed it way too many times. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Wait, cannot change clothes in this state? I'm stuck. I will be back soon. Okay, we are back. Since there's so many issues with the game, I think I am not gonna risk it and test it again. I think we can it's probably gonna be fixed by tomorrow. So we're definitely gonna try it while streaming, I guess. And if it doesn't work, then I don't know. I might be doomed, but I think it's okay. You guys are probably gonna be patient enough for me to fix it. But Yeah, that is all. And if you want to see this ability more and see the co-op version, I did showcase it with one of you guys, a very, very lovely and kind volunteer in the live stream yesterday. And I do apologize for the volume thing for the live stream. I am trying to work on it. I did see your comment, and I do want the VOD viewing experience to be just as good as the live stream. So I'm going to see how the volume works. I'm going to try to figure it out so that the ad is not way too loud for you and mine is louder. But yeah, thank you so much for your support. And this is a super long video. If you found any part of it helpful, I would really appreciate a like or a subscribe if you can. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.